Hello, hello. Happy Easter. Rebirth time. That's so cool. So, regardless of whether you're Christian or pagan or spiritual or something else that I can't think of right now, doesn't matter because it is a rebirth energy. This has a collective vibe, a worldwide collective vibe that goes into this story around rebirth and resurrection. So, it's an awesome time for you to do some journaling or meditating on what you're wanting to let go of and what you're wanting to bring in. Happy Easter. And of course, the fun of eating chocolate. Yum, yum, yum. Sugar-free chocolate for me, but I still eat chocolate. Alrighty, what have we got for you? True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Now, I've drawn this one a number of times if you've been following Tarot Time for a while. And I think it's a biggie. Well, they're all big messages here, aren't they? But giving ourselves permission to feel the feelings that live beneath the triggers, it sounds so simple, but it is a bit of work. We need to realize, one, that we've been triggered. And by triggered, that doesn't just mean, like it often gets used, that you've just got angry. It means whatever's happened in your face, in your situation that stirred you up, you are overreacting and it's touched an unhealed trauma. So when we sit still and we breathe into that, the feelings can come forward and release. So complex but simple, or simple but complex. Sitting still is not hard. It's actually easy. The complexity is us diverting and jumping away from sitting still, really. So we need to decide or work out if we've overreacted or not. And I mean, your system will tell you that. But so many things can stir us up. I mean, being annoyed or frustrated is congruent with a lot of, annoying, frustrating situations. But when it starts to get a bit higher than that, there's usually something getting stirred. So permission to be with the feelings for the healing at a rebirth time, Easter. All right, let's tune in to choose some cards. So we'll get centered and take a few breaths. You can put a prayer or an intention out for the highest guidance for you at this time. And we have the Light Seers Tarot and Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light cards, which match my ears, my cardigan. 1, 2, and 3. 3, 2, and 1. What are you choosing? Okay, number 1. Number 1, you've got the lovely 3 of Cups. And in this particular deck, she focuses a lot on friendships with this. It is a friendship card. It's also about celebration. And it can be a rebirth. 3s are a growth energy, and we're growing in the suit of cups within relationships or with our emotions. So growth emotionally, growth within our relationships. It's quite a happy card, so it's lovely and connected. And friendships. So let's just check in with Chris Ann's little book about what she says about friendships here that you might like. So connecting with our sacred connections are to be cherished and nurtured. So it is easy to let friendships slip by the wayside and not connect as much as we might have when we were younger, when we've got busy lives. Yet we need to make time. What do you need to reach out? Who do you need to reach out to for support? Call in your besties. Your mutually loving and beneficial bond carries vibrational attractions that are often ancient. I love that. So these like past life connections with our special friends, those conversations can be really deep and really healing and really profound, different from a relationship with a therapist. So sometimes we have these ancient bonds that can be really mutually beneficial, which is beautiful to be reminded. If you need to commit more energy to cultivating friendships, trust your heart to lead you. And the affirmation, I connect into this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. That's the Three of Cups. Having a bit of fun, or just connecting for some support with your friends. And you also have this card, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So this might be to do with your purpose, your passion, your projects, your work. And maybe that blends in nicely with the Three of Cups for you as well. Okay, number two. Number two is the Eight of Cups. Very beautiful with all the blue in this image. So she's walking away from where there's been emotional satisfaction before. This is a classic energy of being motivated to leave something of an emotional nature behind so you can grow, so you can progress. There's some motivation to let go. So maybe it's a relationship, or maybe it's better boundaries around a relationship where you're not having quite as much time as you might have before, somewhere you've been drained. But yeah, it could be an ending, and it might be a little bit sad. Not always sad with this card, but you are definitely on purpose heading towards the sun, heading towards more light. So what is it you need to let go of? Maybe do a little ritual around that, a little energetic release process. And let's have a look at what I notated in my little book. The affirmation, I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. That's not hard to interpret, is it? Cool. If you find yourself exhausted or confused or jumping from thing to thing, know that you're entering a mystical period of intense shifting, and that releasing old stories will help you to travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. So I like this about the Eight of Cups, letting go of old stories. So it is often people or situations that we might be releasing, but maybe this is just something that we've got going on in our mind that we really need to let go of once and for all. So it's quite a big let go. It is number 8. It's well down the suit towards the wrap up at number 10. So walking away from negativity, leaving an old reality to pursue a new one. Releasing what no longer serves you. And you also have this card called Boundaries. So that's going to play into this. Where do you need to establish better boundaries so you can hold more of your energy and not give so much away or have it taken away? Things to think about at rebirth time for you. All right, card number 3 is this lovely Major Arcana, Temperance. He's kind of cool, isn't he? So this is the card of moderation and balance. There's the sun and the moon there, so the yin and the yang. So getting harmony between what you're doing in the outer world, the external with the yang energy, and your inner world. Starting to work some harmony between these two things. That's not always an easy task. Angelic wings there, so connecting your spiritual self with your grounded earthy self. So moderation, where do you need to moderate in your world? Too much work, too much eating, too much internet? Do you need to get some downtime? Too much downtime and you need to get a bit of yang going so you can start pursuing your projects, putting a bit more effort in. Where is the imbalance happening and how are you going to bring balance in? Create your purposeful blend using moderation and patience. No rush. Where are you focusing your precious energy right now? And where have you been overdoing it? Maybe social life, maybe food, maybe drink, like I've said before. Slowing down the desire for excess in any one area of your life might be harder than you think. So don't do anything drastic if it's a great balance that you're sensing needs to happen. Go easy. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. So do you need more time for your spiritual rituals? Do you need another 5 minutes in the day for prayer, for breathing in, for powering up your chakras? Do you need a 2-minute meditation every morning to do that? Where do you need balance? Too much out? Too much in? Too much of something? Not enough of something else? So temperance, it's a major arcana card, so it is a life lesson for you. Work moderation. And you also have this lovely card saying answer the call. So maybe your moderation has something to do with, is it sabotage, taking you away from what your purpose is and where you should be moving at this time, or rather where you're being called to move at this time. What is your soul calling you to do? What comes to you when I ask that question, or you ask that question of yourself? Things to think about at Easter rebirth time. All right, wishing you yummy chocolate and a powerful rebirth at Easter time. See you soon. Bye-bye.